Hello everyone, this is my reaction to yesterday's Inside Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 Meshing Forward. Once again, there was nothing concrete in yesterday's ISC. And of course, no timelines. Some tech talk that doesn't tell us anything. If CRT can get server meshing to work, fantastic, I mean it. But Star Citizen doesn't need just server meshing. Star Citizen needs acceptable lag and dysyncs. Star Citizen always was lag and dysync galore, but especially since 3.18 when we got PS, things have gotten way worse. We have dysyncs of several seconds, half a minute, sometimes more than 1 minute. From watching yesterday's ISC, I don't get the impression lag and dysync problems are getting fixed anytime soon. Also again, fuses. This means there wasn't much to react to. I will just show you a few clips.
Initially, when we were pushing up to 500 players, that was putting a lot of burden on a number of systems. It's one of the reasons why we needed to replace our message queue.
Where now we needed more parallelism into how we shuffled messages across the hybrid, because the amount of data that it has to shuffle is a lot higher than we expected. Interaction delay is caused by messages taking a long time to go through the hybrid. So when you press F to open a door or exit a ship, a message is sent from your client to the hybrid, then processes the message, and then sends it to a game server and back to your client. So this loop, when it's too slow and takes time, will manifest itself as an interaction delay. Now, what causes interaction delay from the hybrid's perspective is when we basically have a traffic jam on one thread. So the application is using multiple CPUs, but at some point in our code, the way we're processing it, we will be all jammed on one. That will create a traffic jam, which will cause the messages to take a long time to do that loop, and that immediately creates interaction delay.
What's a really, really easy optimization to make there, especially at higher player counts, is we can just go, oh, every single client we can do at the same time. They're not modifying any data, they're just reading it, because that's what sending it out is. You're just reading the data. And reading the data means just reading the data, not modifying it, means that we can run all of that information at the same time. So with not too much work, we can get a really, really big optimization.
Ooh, fuses.
Hurry! He's out there! Hurry!
In our game, we have a lot of entities. Last time I checked, Stanton was at well over 1 million in an average kind of game session, and numbers just get bigger and bigger as time goes on.
I said this before, CRT needs to be a lot more aggressive with cleanups. Why is it important that I can throw a bottle into the woods and find it 2 weeks later at the same spot? What does it add to the game? There's also a lot of junk accumulating in the center of planets and moons, junk you will never see that adds nothing to the game, that could just be removed. We can also just imagine that some cleanup is going on in the game world, so this would be totally immersive.
What we can try and do is try and do that faster. So with parallelization, with some clever optimizations, among other things, hopefully, hopefully.
Message from Chris is go as big as we can, as quickly as we can. We want to do that in a way that delivers a better feeling, more responsive game. We're not just going to jump to big numbers just because we can. There's nothing stopping us going and putting a couple more zeros at the end of the player cap, but that's not going to lead to a good experience until we continue to address the bottlenecks that we know we have, and more that we'll discover as we go forward.
Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen.
War. War never changes.
Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.